I'll chalk it up as a loss, man.
Mm-hmm.
You just know I can't loan that brother money. And why are you loaning money that you really need back? You know, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to lend out money that I desperately need. Don't put yourself in that type of a position. You got to learn how to be wise, man. All right. Read that again, 18, Salakia.
Verse 18, the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
They so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. You can't have a grudge against them. You can't take vengeance into your own hands. You're going to be the judge, the juror, and the executioner. You ready to spin the block on your own brother, man, your own flesh and blood. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. Go ahead, Officer Kowal.
Right, it's so heavy too. We never have that, like we always say, we don't never have the energy for the white man.
Never.
Or Habibi that's in your neighborhood selling blunt wraps to your kids, or that Asian woman that's in the nail shops in your neighborhood following your sisters around the beauty supply store and beating them across the head for shorting them $5 for a set of nails.
Right.
We never have a grudge with the oppressors.
Right.
It's always, even with the drill music, it's all niggas getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying go make a song called Kill Whitey. I mean, if I was rapping, I would make a song called Kill Whitey. But I'm just saying, we understand vengeance is not ours, but good night. We never have that smoke for the oppressor.
Right.
We always want to take revenge and grudges with our brothers.
Right.
It's ridiculous. I'm sick of it, honestly.
It is. It is sickening. It's disgusting. You think about Dylan Storm Roof and what's the brother that unalived Trayvon Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knucklehead.
Yeah, I forget his name.
Yeah, me too.
But I'll never forget Trayvon Martin's name.
Zimmerman.
Yeah. Zimmerman, right? What is smoke for them?
And that's not none. They're still walking around just fine.
Yeah.
No, just fine. Just fine.
We're not supposed to avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of our people, man. You got to learn how to go to him and him alone. You got to learn to go to her and her alone. Very, very important. Keep reading.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Now, this ain't the love that you've learned in Christianity or in Islam. That ain't love, man. The love that the Bible teaches about is correction. That's that rebuking. You go to that brother or you go to that sister and you express your position, man. You express your position, why you feel offended. And there's got to be a way that you learn how to season your words, man. You just can't go popping off, talking crazy, being threatening, posturing, as if you hate that brother or that sister. You should go to him and him alone, seeking to gain a brother, not to lose him. It's not going to be if it's up, then it's up. It can't be that.
Right.
It can't be that.
One.
Go ahead, sir.
Salakia, sir. This is Officer Yanazar in Durham. Can you hear us?
Oh, Most High in Christ. I can
all
hear
right,
you.
the water, sir. That's all we needed. The water, sir.
Most High in Christ.
Okay, the water.
Yeah, right. I got you up in the house. Yeah. All right. So keep reading.
This the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 18. But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Love thy neighbor as who?
As thyself.
Love your neighbor as yourself. Right?
I am the Lord.
This is coming from the Most High Power. The Most High Power, the Almighty God, man, whose name is Yahweh. He gives orders, man, in the form of commandments. He doesn't make suggestions. All right. He's not really giving you his opinion. This isn't something that you should, toy with. The Bible says the Lord is a man of war. Knowing that about the Lord, you shouldn't play with him, man. Especially with being obedient to his orders, man. All right. Drop that. Give me the book of Matthew chapter 18, verse 15. Book of Matthew chapter 18, verse 15. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's logged into the class. Most High in Christ.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, Go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
So them brothers that were in that bathroom in the high school, man. You know what really kills me is the fact that there was no oversight. Nobody was really monitoring the situation. The teachers were too, distracted with whatever they had going on. There's no reason for there to be a whole gang of brothers in a bathroom. But anyhow, if these brothers knew this, and this is written in red, so this is Christ speaking here. All right. He said, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, whatever they were, beefing over, this is what they should have done. It says, go and what?
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
Be a man. Be a man. Be a real woman, man. Go to that sister. Was a woman, right?
Yeah. Go to her as a woman.
Go to her as a woman, man. Go to her as a sister. It's not. It's truly not just about you and your feelings. We don't even really assess why that person did whatever it is that they did, and why were you offended by what they did. All right. We have to really be mindful of that. Go ahead.
And we had to learn this. I had to learn this in the UPK because coming up, you do that and niggas find out you did it. Oh, he copping a plea. He copping pleas.
Yeah,
like he's scared.
Yeah,
stop copping pleas. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to maintain this brotherhood. You don't make you a coward to go to a brother alone. And you're going to him alone. You usually find out he might hear you. He might be a cool dude.
He might be cool.
It might be a simple misunderstanding.
Usually he is.
But when you do that mess around, man, niggas, somebody's got to be the boss.
Yeah.
The pride gets in the way.
Yeah.
And then Satan's right there at the door. Before you know it, women too. Women have this thing about, they always accuse a man of having them out here looking stupid. Like, you look stupid beefing with a girl for no reason. Go to that sister and that sister alone. Waterhead. Yeah.
Don't have me out here looking stupid. It's
right.
Crazy.
Yeah. What is that about?
Oh, man. But you're right. You're absolutely right, man. It says, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. You owe that to that brother. You owe it to yourself. Don't be going and gossiping, telling everybody about what this person did. You seeking counsel, amongst your own, and that's not the way to do it. You don't know why that person did whatever they did. You don't know. That's why you need to go hear from the horse's mouth, as they would say.
Right.
Go to him and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. Keep reading.
Count on one kind. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
Yeah, he don't have the peanut gallery hyping up a situation, instigating, because that's usually what people want to see. People are drawn to conflict for whatever reason, especially us. We're drawn to conflict. We're drawn to fights. That's the reason why platforms like World Star Hip Hop became popular and famous.
Yeah.
Two brothers that didn't know conflict resolution, or two sisters that didn't know how to resolve conflict effectively, they start beefing and popping off. The next thing you know, World Star, everybody bring their phones out, man. Yeah. But if you went to that person alone, you go to him and thee alone, you go to her, it's just you and her. You don't have all that, the outside energy,
right?
Distracted from the brotherhood, man. That's what we should be focused on. All right, keep reading.
Cut on kind. Verse 16.
It says, if he shall hear thee.
Oh, Slacky. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
Right. You go to that brother. Hey, Salakia, bro. The other day when you said that really bothered me, right? I don't know why you said it, but it offended me, right? What should that brother say to you? What should that brother say in a situation like that? What should he say to you? What should be his response? For those of you that are in the UPK, this is bedrock. The chat is silent. What about the brothers that's in the class?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Officer Kaya Dewan.
That brother should say Salakia.
He should say Salakia. Damn right.
That's right.
He should say Salakia, which means what?
which means, you know what I mean, he's sorry that, you know what I mean, he
Right.
offended us or offended you. So he's willing to help to rectify the situation. You know what I mean?
So right. We lead with forgiveness. All
Yeah.
right. We're royalty, so ain't nothing sorry about us. He made a mistake, you know, and he's trying to make amends for that mistake. So Salakia generally means forgive me in Hebrew, man. You know,
Yep.
forgive me because you want to be forgiven if you violate. Who want to go through life just being out of pocket, violating and offending everyone, man? Who wants to be an enemy?
Right. Young Desron said, Salakia, right? He got it right. And Jerry Bro said,
Yes.
My bad.
Khan. All
and
those answers are
And usually
Tawab.
when you go to a brother alone, that shows that you're not a coward.
Yeah.
You usually go with your whole crew. It seems like you want some problems.
Scared.
Yeah, you scared.
You shook.
Yeah. If you go by yourself like a real bottom line, you good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real. It's like, okay, you know, you're not a coward. You're not afraid. I'll go to you, me and you.
Yeah.
We can issue this out before it gets out of hand.
Right.
Then you go tell your crew to calm down. It's over with. And I tell my crew. We show up crew to crew. Somebody gonna get it popping.
Oh,
and usually that's what happens. You show up and you want to, you know, air somebody's business out or go confront somebody. But you're not doing it alone, as the Bible says. That's why I love this book.
Yeah.
You know,
this book is so poetic, man. You know, and that's a beautiful thing to be able to gain a brother based off of him hearing thee, right? And the inverse. Check.
You want to play the stabbing thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna play this. I hate to do. I'm not gonna play the stabbing because it might be too. It traumatized me.
Well, they ain't gonna show it. Did they show it?
No, it's just the vocals. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm not gonna do that to y'all tonight. But you can go on social media. You know, if you have the heart, if your heart could bear it, and just Google. You know, the Forsyth stabbing. Man, it was really sad.
North Carolina,
yeah. In Forsyth High School stabbing in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. All right, read verse 16. Salakia.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 16. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more.
Right.
That in the mouth of two or three witnesses, every word may be established.
Now, this ain't everybody ganging up. They're just there to witness the interaction. They're there to witness you go to him or her and express your position, express why you feel offended. All right. We do all things in decency and in order. It's not about people chiming in, putting their 2 cents in. They're just there to witness the interaction. They're there to witness, you know, you try to gain your brother or sister. All right. 9 times out of 10, if they're an Israelite and they're striving to be perfect and they're striving to love their brother as thyself, they're going to hear you and they're going to say, as Officer Kayadawan says, Salakia. But you don't want to be Mr. or Mrs. Salakia. Every time, you know, you offend a brother or sister, that's the only thing you lead with. All right? Anyhow, Salakia is better than not hearing your brother or sister. All right? And what I learned also, man, those cameras, the camera is a great tool. It's a great tool because it keeps everybody honest. It keeps you honest, man. You know, use that camera to your advantage in a situation like that. All right? Keep reading.
Khan one Khan. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 17. And if he shall neglect to hear them, then tell it unto the church.
Tell it unto who?
The church.
Now, we ain't talking about go down to Mount Pisgah or Lewis Chapel or whatever. That's not True Vine Ministries, Simon Temple. That's not what we talking about. That's not the church. All right. You take that to your camp leader, man. Your camp leader will get in contact with whomever the captain over that zone is. All right. There is a rank and order structure in here for a reason, because we're not indecent like in the church. How does the church handle these types of situations? They shame you.
They bring you in front of the church and vote.
Yeah, they take a vote. Like the so-called white man does. You know, that's how you know. That's how you know that the church promotes white supremacy.
And
go ahead, brother.
They take a vote with Job Turk. It's like everybody. Like it could be the pedophile of the church. It could be the crackhead.
The gay.
Yeah, they don't even trim the fat on the
choir director.
Yeah, it's like everybody just say all the favorites say aye. Why would you take a vote from this Negro?
And with that, Salaki, and with that, I'm gonna pass the class off to Priest and Captain of 13,000, Nayathaq Banyamyan, man. Okay, let's see. Cap is having some difficulties getting in here. What does that mean? Salakia. I don't know why I keep kicking Cap out. Anyhow, we can continue until Cap gets situated on his end. You got it, Kowal?
Oh, yeah. Where we at?
The book of Matthew,
yep.
Chapter 18,
verse 17.
Verse 17.
Mm-hmm. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell them to the church. But if he neglect to hear thee, if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican.
So you're going and you're requesting counsel. You're going to your camp leader and you're going to request a council, man, with the generals. All right. That's a very serious thing. Who the hell wants to be sitting in the council, before the generals, man? That's necessary. I don't want you to be fearful of our process, according to what the Bible says about taking a brother or sister to counsel over an all. Salakia. We two up? Yeah.
Do a mic check, Durham.
Testing. 1 2 1 2. We all good?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, brother.
All right, the water, Most High in Christ. Appreciate
Read that last little bit, Kowal. You take him to council, and that brother. Oh, Salaki, there go Cap right there.
All right. Shalom Akim.
Shalom out of one.
Good thought. Can you hear us, Ottawa?
Shalom Akim. Yeah, how about Shakathum? Yeah, Hashimashai. How y'all doing? Hey,
did you mute us?
Yanaza.
I don't mute us.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, right, Hakim. How y'all doing? I mean, how to go like this?
Swab.
Y'all can hear me, right?
Khan. Durham can hear you.
Okay. Try one more thing. Okay. All right. Where we at right now?
Salaki. Mm-hmm. We were talking about the stabbing that transpired at Forsyth High School in Winston-Salem today, where that young man lost his life. And we were just going into conflict resolution. We were talking about, conflict resolution, how to resolve conflict effectively, according to what the Bible says, which is on topic with Brotherhood. So we were in the book of Matthew, and we were talking about the process of taking a brother or sister to counsel.
Okay. All right. That's the the ultimate step, basically. That's the step you had to take, because without that step, we're gonna run into problems like what you're describing right now. You understand?
Come with Khan.
All right. Testing. 1 2. Okay.
I can hear you, Cap.
All right, solid. Yeah, I want my headphones on. All right, we good to go. All right. Oh, you had a story?
I can pull the
What?
story up, sir. That's easy. I had the video. I didn't want to traumatize our brothers and sisters with the video. It's terrible.
Okay, no. They might flag us. Yeah, you know what I mean, held under a microscope.
So he's saying they might flag it if they show it.
Right.
Yeah,
I'll find an article.
yeah. Find the article. Don't play the video a little too explicit. You wanna just find maybe the article just to show.
Come on, sir.
Man. How many of you all saw the
Hey, Baba Kashak, could I get a water?
Diddy? Who watched Diddy the documentary?
Oh yeah, I watched it, sir. It's a lot.
Man, brother.
I ain't watched it yet.
And brothers, and brothers and sisters who defending that man. That's almost remind me of the story with give me that story with Korah and Moses. You all know what story I'm talking about?
You mean Miriam and Moses?
No, Korah.
Korah.
I think it's Korah. Either
Oh, okay.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, this is like after we got out of Egypt.
Yeah.
He was in opposition to Moses.
Yes.
Salaki, I don't want. I found that article.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to share it briefly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. And it reads, one student dead, another injured after fight at North Forsyth High. Winston-Salem, Forsyth County School Superintendent says. Winston-Salem, North Carolina. One student is dead and another is injured after a fight at North Forsyth High School, according to Winston-Salem, Forsyth County School Superintendent Don Phillips. On Tuesday morning, just after 11 a.m., deputies said they responded to the school after receiving communication from the school's SRO that he needed all hands on deck.
Read on.
When deputies arrived, they said they responded to a fight between two students on the school's campus. Sheriff Bobby Kimbrough Jr. said the fight ended with the loss of life.
Yeah. Right now, these young brothers, they know, how brothers would say, they ain't old school. You know what I mean? They ain't fighting with it fist to fist. You know what I mean? They're getting down. So either they go for the weapon, gun or knife. You know what I mean? Whatever they could put their hands on to win. Now, with that being said, right? Now, who do you blame for this? Who you blaming for this?
Slocky, say that again, sir.
Oh, so who you gonna blame for this? Blame them two kids? You know what I mean? And
Slocky, sir.
Come on.
You know, our children haven't been trained in Brotherhood, so you understand, and they're trained primarily by Christian doctrine or ideology. So that's where the blame would lie.
Yeah. The pastors and them got to take blame for this. You know what I mean? I wish the article could tell me what religion they're into, or what religion the parents into. And I'm 90% sure it's Christianity. You understand? Christianity. Now, give me where it talks about first you have to bind the strong man. You have to bind the strong man. You understand? And this is proof why we need our own. So we could teach these young brothers the value of another black man. Like, we don't value each other. We don't see each other as brothers. We don't. We see each other as individual. When that's your brother, then now we have to go about doing it another way. You understand? In here, you're not allowed to hate a brother. In here, you're not allowed to what Esau calls that? Not abuse, but assault your brother. You're not allowed to do that in here. You know what I mean? You have an ought with a brother, as Banker was bringing out.
Let them know
You're going. Durham, you all got to somewhat of volume.
Come.
All right.
Salaki, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think I had that precept when you ready.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man.
Right? First he has to do what?
Except he will first bind the strong man.
So to get into a man's house, you have to do what?
Bind him.
Bind him. So now tell me why our young men are like this today. Who should we lay the blame on? Come on.
Because we deal with fatherless households.
Mm-hmm.
Most of our fathers are incarcerated, strung out on drugs, you know, or ran off because of the evils of monogamy, you know, and they can't remain in that household for whatever, you know. And then even think about this is the reason why we call these jobs slaveries. You know, most people have to work 2 full-time jobs. You don't have any post-secondary education in order to even, you know, bring home a decent paycheck to sustain your family. So you're away. You're not there to teach and to lead and to give sound counsel, which is all forms of provision, you know, that come from, you know, the men. So lock in.
Yeah. Okay, so you're still ain't giving me the problem. Who's the problem? They saying black fathers are the problem? Lack of black fathers? Come on, carry one.
The oppressor are the problem, but the strong man in bind would be black leaders.
Just black people on the whole. The oppressor. You understand? If the oppressor was to leave black people alone, men like P. Diddy wouldn't be in our society.
Right.
P. Diddy wouldn't stand a chance in our society.
That's right.
He will not. You understand? The day the Lord give command and the power and the Isupk. Trust me, drug dealers, none of that again. Strip clubs, none of that again. You go to you go to the furthest end of the white community if you want to go do that. Yes, where you're gonna be the talk of the town. You understand? Like he is the problem. Like understand this. Who structured your curriculum from preschool to university?
The oppressor, sir.
Yeah, the oppressor. The oppressor. You're not going to school and learning. Remember, go ask any college students. And I wish a brother would take this. Go to the streets and ask 10 different college students. This is one question. What's your nationality? Just go ask them now. What's your nationality? All right?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
I found some figures online about percentages of single parent households. And it says around half of black children live in single parent homes, with recent data showing nearly 50% of black children live with one parent in 2023, a much higher rate than white children, making single parent households significantly more common in the black community. statistically, about 47% of black mothers were single mothers in the year 2023.
And who
Compared
caused that?
the
Who is
oppressor,
it? Who is it? Yeah, who is the orchestra? All of that.
the oppressor.
Yes, because in our book, which is the Bible, right? It's having their provisions in there. If you're poor, how to deal with the poor. You understand? It having there's no respect to a person. When you clearly seen that playing out on the television. For example, PDD is the topic right now. Nobody wants to talk about PDD. Wants you to talk about PDD. Why? Because he is rich. Because the white man done taught us to be respect of a person, respect to a person. You understand? So now you can't talk about his, his deviancy. You can't talk about it. When it comes to rich people, we can't talk about it in public. But when it's poor people, all on TikTok, all on YouTube, everywhere, exposing poor people. You understand? Even down to them pastors and all too. You understand? The one thing that they want to expose is the Epstein file. I'm waiting. Expose the Epstein file. Your thing did it bad. Wait till the Epstein file come out and you'll see your so-called oppressors. They'll make Diddy look like an angel. You understand? They're gonna make P. Diddy look like an angel. Right? Now read that scripture over one more time, Choirba.
Salaki.
Mm-hmm.
This book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
No man can enter into a strong man's house
Mm-hmm.
and spoil his goods.
And spoil his goods. What's his goods? His children. That's his goods. You understand? His wife. You want to know why you argue with your wife in your house? Because of the oppressor. Because she doesn't understand, or he doesn't understand that what? The enemy is the white man. Don't understand that.
That's
Don't
right.
comprehend that. You understand?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
I got more information. This according to AI when it comes down to white society influencing single parent households
Come
in the
on.
black. It says white society influences single parent households in the black community through systemic racism, discriminatory historical policies, and economic inequality that create disadvantages and limit opportunities for stable two-parent households. And they go on. They say the key influences: slavery and historical disenfranchisement. It says the deliberate dismantling of black families during slavery and the denial of legal marriage and human rights to enslaved people created a legacy that undermined traditional family structures from the outset. Early black, early.
No. You go ahead. Yaneza, 1 minute. You're coming, right? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Banka.
Says early black single mother families often reflected white male sexual exploitation of black women, with black men having no legal power to protect their families. And it goes on. It has more bullet points.
Now it's starting to add up to see how we get to this day where two black brothers fighting and one stabbed the other one.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
If I may. Okay. All that's true. But going back to what you said earlier, when we were separate from white people during the, what do they call it, Reconstruction, and during from the 1900s into the 1930s, our families began to come back together to the point where in 1964, black families was the strongest nuclear family in America. And then came the drugs, civil rights, All of these things came in. What's the other one? When they brought in all of the aliens, the Immigration Act of 1965. All of these things happened for this, that brought us to this point. See, they destroyed us in slavery, but when we were left alone, we began to rebuild our family structure.
And Giannis, that's a good point. And they recognize how fast we were building. They recognize how fast we were building. Remember, they brought us. When was the first ship arrived with slaves? Giannis, I think you all we have a bad echo. All right, 1619. When did they end slavery? When did they end slavery?
1863 was when the Emancipation Proclamation was passed. In 1865 was when the last slave in Galveston, Texas, sir. Salakia.
That, and how much years that was? Much years that was? From 1619 to 1883. Put that in the Google. My math can't add up that fast. How much that is?
You said 1863 minus 242 years.
200 and how much?
And 44 years, sir.
And then by 1900, right? By 1900s, we started doing what? We started what? Having what? Black schools. We had Black Wall Streets going up. You understand what they expected slavery to do what? To follow what? Destroying us. But we came out stronger. You understand? We came out and we start what? Coming together. Start building. And before you know it, their world was being destroyed while our world was being what? Built. But the Lord could not allow it to go on. Why? Come on.
Salakia, sir. Because our punishment has to be fulfilled, sir. Like we had to go through all of the punishments first. Before we could recognize all of the punishments, we had to go through the punishments or the judgments from God.
Okay, those some say we had to go through it. Because remember, in Ezekiel, the Lord say he don't like, you know what I mean, destroying us.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
We have to come together.
That is it too. We definitely have to come together. You know what I mean? These young boys, if this young boy was in the UPK, that would have never happened. You understand? They would have understand the value of each other. And where did something like this happen in the Bible?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
Yeah. I was just looking at Exodus chapter 1, verse 10.
What does it say?
It says, "Let us deal wisely with them." This is it all over again. You know, let us deal wisely with them. When we're talking about these social issues, as we speak on them, you know, this is a repeat.
Yeah.
You understand? They're targeting us, just like when the general was talking about how they set up all of these other immigrants and they give them programs and they get money and we can't get nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. The only reason why they cut that is, as the Bible say, you know what I mean, in times like these, every nation is going to start to cleave to their own. You understand? Because the Lord is forcing the oppressor to do it right now. Other than that, they would have let that run. They knew that mess was going on all the while. The white man don't play with that money. You owe the IRS $1. They're coming. You get a letter in the mail. Come on.
What the brother brought out at the top of the swindle,
Mm-hmm.
it was a white man. Because there's
Yeah.
no way that that type of money is getting out without a white man being involved. It's impossible. It's not
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm saying. They knew. All right. Go to give me Exodus. Right. Hold on one. I think it's Exodus. I think it's either around Exodus 32 or 34. I think it's 32. Check in chapter 32. But give me the one with Moses, when Moses saw his two brothers fighting. And they were fighting while they were in what? These two brothers were in what?
Slavery, sir.
Slavery. The
Okay.
only difference is between those two brothers and the two brothers today is what? What's the difference?
So like a different time frame and a different oppressor.
I'll take that too, but there's something
Salakia,
else
sir.
too. Come on.
Back then, at least they knew they were Israelites.
That's it. They knew they were Israelites.
Mhm.
They knew they were Israelites. They knew they were brothers. That's why Moses said, yo, get his story quick. Like work 144. Yes, we do teach Christ was Adam, Isaac, and Solomon. All right. Because he was. All right. And he came out as a appearance as Melchizedek. So do you have a question on it? What you mean you're looking for understanding of it? Like work 144. You okay for me in Exodus? With Moses?
Salakia.
Come on.
Is it 32 and 19?
No, give me the one with Moses and the start me off with Moses when he came out and saw his two brothers fighting. All right, no sweat. Light work 144. I got you. I'm gonna touch on it. All right.
Are you muted? Did you mute? Go ahead, co-op.
Salakia, you talking about Exodus 2 and 13?
Give me let me hear it. I'll tell you.
And when he went out the second day, behold,
Mhm.
2 men of the Hebrews strove together.
Right. That's like today. 2 men of the Hebrews was what? They were fighting. They strove together. Read.
Khan, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together. And he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smartest thou thy fellow?
Right. And that's the thing. Like brothers, what brothers and sisters don't understand, like you need some of these matters need a judge in it. And it's not the oppressor, because the oppressor's judge, you know what I mean, you had to catch him at the right time. If you all listened to the show last night, you had to catch the judge at the right time, man. You catch them when they're hungry, too hungry, you're gonna be in some problems. You understand? You catch them at the right time, might be good to go. You need judges in the UPK. You understand? You need to come and get your matters judged right here in the UPK. You understand? Right? And so that brothers receive justice or sisters receive justice for being wrong. You understand? And Moses was trying his best with whatever knowledge he had. And that one knowledge he had is he knew was what? We was not supposed to what? Be fighting against each other. You were wrong. Moses tell the brother, you were wrong in the matter. Read on.
Khan, wherefore smartest thou thy fellow? Verse 14.
Why you hitting your brother? Why you assaulting your brother? You were wrong in the matter. You understand? You're wrong for taking that knife. You understand? And unaliving your brother. Now you're going to spend years in prison. And now you're part of the system because you're going to come out. Nobody will want to get you a job. So now you're going to have to turn to what? A life of crime. Not saying that might be his case, but it's a high percentage. You understand? Read on.
Wakanda, book of Exodus, chapter 2, and verse 14. And he said, who made thee a priest and judge over us?
And this is what wicked men will ask. Who made the UPK a judge over us? Why? Because you want to smoke? Because you want to go pop holes? You want to go to the strip club? And the UPK won't allow you to do that? You understand? You want to abuse your kids or your wife, and the UPK won't allow you to do it. So guess what? Who made the UPK a judge over us? When you need the UPK in your life, man, you need a priest in your life. So the priest could tell you how you should live. Like, people don't understand. People think it's weak when you follow a man or you get counsel from a man that's better than you. When it's weak when you don't do it.
Right.
You understand? It's weak. It's showing you're weak when you don't get the proper counseling you need. You understand? When you don't get the check-in you need. You understand? Like, you will run from a check-in. So you rather the police hit you with a club upside your head and toss you in some prison than for a UPK brother to tell you, yo, you're wrong. Stop doing that. Don't do that. Hey, lace your boots up. Make sure your boots clean. Make sure your pants, legit. You understand? With your fringes and your border are blue. Nah, brother, you can't do that. You can't steal. Nah, brother, you can't be with that woman. She's from a different nation. Or you can't take counseling like that. You can't take chastising like that. You're too big. You're a big man now. You're weak. That's what you are. And you sisters who think listening to your man. You understand? Not listening to your man make you strong. You're a fool. It makes you weak. You look weak. And the next man, he is just going to use you and toss you to the side. Because he see the weakness in you. You don't see it. In your mind, you're strong. Nah, I know how to listen to him. Do what the hell I want. No. You're going to come in here. Just like a man follow orders, you better follow his orders too. You understand? Just like a brother come in here and follow orders. Sister, when you come in here, you better come in here and bow your head and follow. Follow. Subject yourself to the ISUPK. All the way. That's something we fight with coming in. When we're in the world, oh boy, we subject ourselves to the world. Like, boy, we have a good time when we was in the world. We subject ourselves to it. We're smoking, we're drinking, we're strip clubbing, we're doing everything. But when you come in here, now you're picking and choosing and think nobody's seeing. You're sticking out like a sore thumb, if you don't know. All right? Come on. Read on.
Khan, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, and verse 14. And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us?
Hmm.
Intendest thou to kill me as thou killedest the Egyptian?
All right. So now, what he trying to do? What is he trying to do?
Salakia.
Shift blame.
Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
Was he challenging him?
Okay, not so much challenging him. Okay, when you say challenging him, what do you mean?
Like he was trying to check him. Like he, I don't know, like he didn't respect him.
And Slacky, sir.
Come on.
Also, he's trying to shift the blame. Like he's trying to shift the blame or
Mm-hmm.
the responsibility of what happened, you know, to Moses. Like now Moses is the problem now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's trying to do.
Pretty much he's escaping accountability for what he did. He's like making him a hypocrite. Like, oh, so you're gonna check me, Negro? You killed the Egyptian.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even
It's-
the same.
it's-
Yeah, it's like it.
Yes. So it's almost as if just think wicked man. I mean a wicked woman.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
I was gonna say that it was his way of not wanting to accept the correction.
Okay. It's like that, right? But think about it this way, right? I want to give it okay. Christ, right? Go to where Christ said, before you try to I think it's either where it said take the mote out your eye. Go to that whole way at Kowal. Somebody go to where Christ said take the mote out your eye. All right. And this is something, brothers and sisters, you have to pay close attention to.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 5.
Mhm.
Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye.
So hold on, he called him a hypocrite. What's a hypocrite?
Someone who says one thing, does another.
Yes. But okay, in this context, right, Christ is talking about a man doing what?
A man who's trying to point out the sin. You eating pork, but you talking about his brother smoking a cigarette. Like, nigga, you just
Perfect.
celebrate Christmas, but you know, and your birthday, but now all of a sudden you don't eat pork.
You understand? You're a hypocrite.
Salakia.
You understand? Come on.
Yeah, it's talking about, yeah, definitely like the officer was saying, like you talking about someone else's sin, but you sinning as well, but
Yes.
but you ain't bringing yours out.
Yes. That's why in the UPK we don't do what? We don't harbor sinners. We do not harbor any sinner. You understand? Like you a hypocrite if you in here trying to tell a brother or a sister to stop smoking, and when you leave class, you in some store in the back of, you know what I mean, in your house, you know what I mean, sucking on a blunt. You're a hypocrite.
And
Come on.
Salaki, I have the definition from the Merriam-Webster.
Come on.
It says a person who puts on a false appearance of virtue or religion.
Yes.
And then the second version is that a person whose behavior contradicts their stated beliefs or feelings.
Yes. That's it. So now why did the brother tell Moses what he had to tell Moses? What he told Moses?
Salakia, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Was that his way of saying that Moses was a hypocrite?
Why?
Because he had seen what Moses had did to the Egyptian.
Okay, what did Moses do to the Egyptian?
He killed him. He
Yeah.
smite him. Come on, God.
Yeah. You understand? Moses has the right what? Spirit,
Come on, God.
but his action was what? Wrong. You understand?
Come on, God.
That's why when he left, he had to leave. But when he came back, right? He was different. He was a different man. You understand? He was
Come on.
different. You understand? When you hold a position, you have to be what? Circumspect of everything you're doing. When you go home, you can't take off the garment and become somebody in the world. You understand? Sis, you can't come in school and then when you get home, you take off that garment. And now you become somebody totally different. So now you're one person, one way in the school, and then home, you're a monster. Don't work like that. You understand? You have a responsibility. You understand? Especially you officers, you young troopers coming in, you have a responsibility to uphold everything you learn in this school. Because guess what? Guess who watching all the classes? Guess who watching all the? Come on.
Salakia. The angels is taking record, but the generals are watching too. The angels are taking record. The Most High, it's nothing that's done in secret.
No, I'm not talking about it done in secret. I talk about you leave class and you go home. Who is watching class too? This is not double jeopardy, Akim.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Your children.
Yes. And who again?
The angels. Angels. The Lord.
Your wife.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Yeah. They're watching classes. So they know when you come home and you start to behave like, you know what I mean, like a gremlin. They know what? You're a hypocrite. They know you're a hypocrite. You understand? When you leave from class, whoever you leave from class being, you better be that person at home. When you at camp, when you leave from camp and go home, you better be that person who left camp and was Madam Shabbat. You understand? You're doing everything on point. You're snapping. Come on, concert. Doing the whole works. You're not rude at nobody at camp. And then when you get home, you're rude. Hey, B, go pick this up for me. Hey, B, what the hell? This food cold. What's this? Pick it up. Clean it up. We don't act like that, Kim. We don't behave like that. You understand? You're going to uphold what you learn in these classes. And you're going to take it home and you're going to put it in them kids and you're going to put it in your wife. You understand? Akim, you all understand what I'm saying, right?
Come on, sir.
And sisters, likewise, when you learn in this class, you better take it home. It's going to save your life. It's going to save your relationship. And it's going to save who?
The children.
Yes. You understand? Going to save them. You understand? Moses knew when that brother talked to him, he was wrong. He knew he was wrong. That's why he did what? What did Moses do?
He fled, sir.
He fled. And the Lord had to tell him, yo, nah, I'm going to use you to go get your people. I'm going to use you. And Moses went back. Moses tried his best for the Lord to what? Choose somebody else. Try his best. The Lord said, no, I'm going to send Aaron with you, but you going. And you're going to do it. You understand? So don't think you can't change Akim or Aqua. You could change. Moses did it. Many of these brothers in the Bible, they did it. You understand? You could do it. You understand? Just stop being what? What you had to stop being?
Weak.
That's it.
Lazy.
You watch that man in the mirror and say, I'm going to stop being weak today. Sister, you watch that sister in the mirror. I'm going to stop being weak today. And you could stop. And if you need help, yeah, you can't bleed it. You're general over a city. Your brothers, pick that phone up, call, communicate. That's why the Lord say, that's why he left it in the Bible. Give me that, communicate and forget not. Give me that. You know what I mean? When you come in here and ask all the questions, don't just sit down and not be unsure. If I don't know it, like Jan is a Salakia, give me one more week, I'm going to get it for you. I tried yesterday, but I couldn't, you know what I mean? I don't think the general answered. I put it in.
I know I'm going to get it out of one. I know that already.
You know what I mean?
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
But to do good and to communicate, forget not.
Don't forget that. Don't forget that. That goes with you, with here in class with your brothers, and that go home also too. You understand? That goes home also. Just imagine if these two brothers who fight, if they had what we had, this brotherhood, this sisterhood we had, they would have been alive today. Trayvon Martin would have been alive today. You understand? Many of our brothers will be alive today. All right, come on.
For with such sacrifices, the Most High is well pleased.
With what?
With such sacrifices, the
So
Most
hold
High.
on. He's saying it's a what?
Sacrifice.
Yeah. Because, brother, it's hard to communicate sometimes. You piss the hell off. You know what I mean? Sister piss the hell off because the man done, he ain't put the toilet seat down. Forgive him. Forget. You know what I mean? Forgive her. You know what I mean? Or bring us behind the council. Bring her behind the council. Get marriage council. Get it. It's there. It's for a reason. This government is set up for who?
For us.
Yeah. So use it. You understand? Come on.
Khan. For with such sacrifices, the Most High is well pleased.
He well pleased with that. Like the oppressor, he don't want you to communicate with your wife. He doesn't want you to communicate with her. He wants you to argue with her. He rather you all, you know what I mean, fight and, you know what I mean, do whatever inside our house. You understand? He'll rather you fight with your brothers. He'll rather you do what them two brothers did. So now guess what? The judge gonna get paid. The prosecutor gonna get paid. The lawyer gonna get paid. And depending on the prison you go in, certain people gonna get what? The stocks and bonds in it, they're gonna get paid. You understand? We're gonna have to do it. What Christ telling you to do. Read on.
Kind of one kind. Obey them that have rule. Like it. Obey them that have the rule over you.
Yeah, and this is what the white man try to do. He try to leave these things in, and had the Uncle Tom preachers and them try to tell her use this when they're talking about, you know what I mean, to describe talking to the white man, to your oppressor.
Right.
But this has to be to deal with what? With the priest over you. You understand? With the officer over you. You understand? Listen to him. You understand? He's giving you counsel to save your life. You go to these other groups, brother, they are laughing at you. You know what I mean? In your calamity, they're laughing at you. They're not trying to give you no guidance. They're not trying to help you. They're trying to steal your woman. You understand? They're trying to talk behind your back. What is that song? What is that song like? They're trying to talk behind your back, steal your woman. Come on.
Christianity.
That's on the Christian church. Like you think you're in an Israelite group, you in a Christian church without tambourines. That's all it is. A Christian church without tambourines. And I will not be shocked if tomorrow we start seeing tambourines. But it's a Christian church.
Like sir.
Come on.
I've seen a couple of those groups like doing chants.
Yeah. The Hamla. The whole works. Right? Where we at right now? Now take me to Deuteronomy, I think it's 32 and 19. You were saying Kwaba. All right. What's the time? I might just touch on that, brother. Question up top, right? Like work 144. Like work 144, you there?
Salakia, sir. I didn't bring that up.
Yeah, Exodus 32 and 19. I know you didn't. Oh, so Salaki, Exodus. Mm-hmm.
Khan. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 32 and verse 19. And it came to pass, as soon as he came nigh unto camp, that he saw the calf and the dancing, and Moses was angered, wax hot.
Yeah. You understand? And that's what's going on right now with our blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, First Nation people. We worshiping other gods. And once you worship other gods, whoever gods it is, you're going to be a servant to them. You understand? You in Christianity, you are going to be a servant to your oppressor. And you are going to not just be a servant to the oppressor, you are going to want to what? See the world through the oppressor's eyes. You understand? Read on.
Salakia. And Moses angered waxed hot, and he cast the tables out of his hand and break them beneath the mount.
All right. Read on. Skip me down to when he tell them, if you're with me, stand on this side. And if you're not, stand on that side.
Khan.
You understand? And this is, you could clearly see this is life today. like your family members, right? What do they say about you going to camp? When they see those videos at camp, what do your family members say could happen to you?
Salaki,
Hmm.
you could be killed.
Yeah, they say you could get killed, or you could go to jail.
You go to jail. God,
Yeah,
they just say that.
but all we see is what? Brothers and sisters coming in here, changing their life. You understand? Sisters coming here, changing their life, building strong families, while brothers in the world are doing what? Dying, being unalive. We just read about a brother young brother, you understand, who didn't really start living his life, then lose it. You understand? We had to go get them young men, go get them and bring them in here and show them there's another path, another way. Show them that a black man, another black boy, young brother, he means something to you. Hey, brother, you understand? Let's do what Moses did with the right spirits. You understand? So now he can't turn around and say, well, so you're doing crack. Why are you telling me to come in here? Nah, we got to stop eating pork. We got to stop going to them strip club. We got to stop doing everything. We got to do what the Lord say to do. So that when these young men, these young sisters come in, you understand? You don't have to take the mote out your eye. You don't have to hesitate in correcting. Because the majority of the time you hesitating in correcting is because you trying to hold what? You trying to do what? You hesitating and correcting on somebody you know is wrong. You know it's wrong, but you're hesitating. Take that hesitation out. You understand? Come on.
Verse 26. And Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side? Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 27. And he
Yeah.
said, Salakia, read on, sir.
No, I think that's it for that.
Okay, come.
Right? Like we gonna have to be, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, brother, we gotta be crystal cleaner. You understand? We have to be. We gotta be ready. You understand? Whatever you're doing, and you know you ain't supposed to be doing it, you better stop. Come get some help. You understand? Stop being weak. All right. Any other question? No, hold on. Somebody find for me somewhere around there where he tell them to stand on either side, because that is important. That's important. It's an important part in the story. You understand? That is why Christians don't like the Old Testament. Too much unaliving taking place in the Old Testament. And there's another part. There's a part in the Diddy documentary. It was in part 3. All right, where Diddy know he was about to go to prison. You understand? And what do all rich black men do when they know the law fitting to come on them? What do they try and do?
Salaki, sir.
Uh-huh.
They try to come back and get community support.
Yeah, that's it. But when he was up there, he clearly didn't want the support. He didn't need it. But there's a part in there where he's on the streets, hugging people, taking picture with people. I mean, real doing, I mean, the publicity, I mean, stunt, trying to make himself look like he is what? A man of the people. He ain't like these other celebrities. Brother, that man got inside his vehicle and said, "Where's the sanitizer? Can't believe I touched these people. Where's the hand sanitizer?" All the touching and hugging, man. That's why the Lord deal with him like that. You bastards who saying you ain't supposed to talk about him. You know what I mean? Come on. Who we supposed to talk about? We supposed to bring men like this down and uplift men like Commander Journey Hannah up. You understand? Men like the generals, brothers like yourself, lift you all up. But men like this, they have to be brought down. They have to. Or young brothers will forever be in that cycle of destroying the self. You understand? Like you abusing your power. Come on.
If I may, sir, because like when they defend a man like them, like Diddy, right, which is crazy, then you look at them, right, and you look what they're doing. Like he has a lot of, I'm just talking about the Wayne brother guy, right? He has a lot of shaky behavior, and I believe his son or his daughter is Leviticus. And he's always defending that.
Yeah.
So he's in that camp already, so to speak.
Yes. That's it. It's the same thing like with okay, Hillary Clinton, right? I saw her did a speech recently, and she was blaming TikTok for influencing the young small hats, right? Now, why would you blame a media for influencing people when the small hats is committing genocide on other people? Why would you do it? There could only be one reason. Your name in the Epstein file. You had dirt on yourself. And you don't want it to come out too. You understand? People who want to talk about Diddy, the 50 Cent wrong for bringing out Diddy. You better clean that closet out. They get them bones out of them closet. You better get it out of the closet. Because how in the hell you could defend a man like this? I hear Little Rod. I mean, I don't know why. I'll call him Little R. All right? I ain't gonna say, yeah. Why he will have that name. And then, you know what I mean? Brother, that man was about to be in tears. Because he was saying that some nights he will wake up with woman next to him, and then no mornings he will wake up with a woman next to him, and some mornings Diddy is there, and he's so. Like why are you bringing it out now? Why are you bringing all of this out now?
So like
because you ain't get money?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you ain't get paid. So you telling me you took all of that to get paid? And things like this shouldn't be brought out. Things like this should be brought to light, so brothers could see the type of lifestyle you should run from. Sisters should see the type of lifestyle you should run from. The type of man you should run from. And P. Diddy would have been considered a high value man. He high value. Well, Diddy knew how to, buy the diamond this, the diamond that. He knew how to buy it. You understand? He knew how to do it. You come in here, brother, you better come in here and learn to uphold your integrity. Sister, you better come in here and learn to uphold your integrity.
So like it, sir.
Come on.
If I could, I just want to bring out a precept here.
Come on.
It's Proverbs 29:12. If a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants are wicked. So when these people support a wicked man, they're wicked too.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm not saying we're not condoning what Diddy did. Diddy took advantage of these people. You know what I mean? Did he hang that carrot in front here? Hang thousands of dollars in front here. Why are you looking at the carrot? You opening your back door and coming in.
Salaka, sir.
Come on.
One more thing, sir, if I may. Like I found out something, because Mike Tyson and Denzel Washington, both of them are Trump supporters, man. Both of them.
Yeah. I'm not shocked.
I was a little
I'm not
surprised, sir.
No, I'm not shocked at all. Because these what black people don't understand. Democrats, Republican, same bird. Like people getting caught up with two parties. There's one party running America. There's one. We commoners, commoners think there's two. There's one. Remember, Trump said he was going to come in and stop the wars. Right? And what did he do? Did he stop any wars? Okay, Trump deported a ton of our brothers and sisters. Guess who deported a ton of our brothers and sisters to? Obama. And he wasn't a Republican.
Salaka, sir. They
Come
gave
on.
Trump some kind of peace award the other day.
Yeah.
They gave him a peace award.
Like FIFA. Yeah. All them things is just bribe. I mean, but when it comes to Esau, it's just, Esau don't, and his integrity could be bought. You understand? Right? You all find the part of asking for? Okay, I'll find it. I'll find it quick.
Is
All
it
right.
the one in Numbers?
Read it for me.
Was it? I think it's Numbers.
All right.
That's with Korah.
It could be. It could be.
I have Joshua 24:15, and if
Let me hear it.
and if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods of which our fathers have served, that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land we dwell. And so, I might have to read this over again. But
No. That's good. But I want the one. I think the one is in number 16. Number 16.
Salakia, sir.
Uh-huh.
I think we could start at 16, number 16 and verse 5.
Yeah, go ahead.
And he spake unto Korah, and saying unto all his company, saying, even tomorrow the Lord will show who are his and who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him. We're getting there.
All right. No, skip me down to verse 30 now, just for time.
Kind of one concert. Verse 13.
No, 30. 30.
30. Salakia.
Yeah, 30.
Verse 30. But if the Lord make a new thing, okay, Salakia, and the earth open her mouth and swallow them up.
And the earth open. So let's skip 2 verses up, where Moses tell them.
28. And Moses said, hereby ye shall know that the Lord hath sent me to do all these works.
You understand?
For I have not done them of mine own hand.
That's what brothers and sisters don't understand. Brothers and sisters be thinking when you go get counsel, you understand, from a priest of the Lord, you think you getting it from that person's own hand. The Lord is giving you that counsel. That's what you don't understand. That's why when you don't follow it, mess starts happening like a domino effect. You understand? It starts happening like a domino effect. Because the Lord was telling you to stay with that man, to stay with that woman. Don't leave and go there. Don't. You leave and go there, and now all manner of hell is on you. Because you look at that person giving you counsel as what? As just a man. When Moses is telling him what? I ain't giving you my word. This is the Lord's word. Read on.
And with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord.
And you understand what these men have what?
Provoked the Lord.
Men like P. Diddy have provoked the Lord. You understand? And the Lord is just exposing it. Just exposing it. Remember, in John, I think it's in John 3 and 20. Read John 3 and 20 for me. John 3 and 20, I think. Akasha, get it and okay, Aaron, get it and read it for me.
Go on, country.
Right, skip up to where it say where you talk about darkness, and man love darkness rather than light.
Sir, I have it.
Yeah, but go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 3 and verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world.
That what?
That light is come into the world.
What's light? What's the light?
The truth, sir.
Yeah, the truth. This knowledge you're learning. Come into the world. Read on.
And men love darkness rather than light.
Men love what?
Love darkness rather than light.
You rather not know what you should do. You don't want to know. Because now you know you're held accountable. So guess what? No, don't tell me. Because you want to continue being a sinner. You have a family member where you're trying to show them, you ain't supposed to eat pork. And then you go to bring the evidence to show them, and it's like, no, I don't need to see that. I don't need to see that. I'm going to eat my pork. You understand? That's this person right here. Read on.
Come on, sir. Because their deeds are evil, were evil.
Because what?
Because their deeds were evil.
Yes. And like P. Diddy, people who want to defend P. Diddy, they want darkness more than they want what? Light. Read on.
Come on, sir. The book of John, chapter 3 and verse 20. For everyone that doeth evil has the light. Neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
You understand? What does that mean?
Salaki said,
come on.
Let me do that again. For everyone that doeth evil hated the light.
Right.
Neither cometh
you hate the light.
Lest deeds should be reproved.
Yeah, you hate the light. So that's why when you're battling somebody, right? Majority of the time when you're battling them on, Guess what? In the root. Some of these brothers battling. Yeah, you saying God what? God only loved the Israelites. Some Tom come from the crowd and say, no, that's not true. And you start showing them precept. Now that's not what that mean. This, that, the other. Brother, do you have a white friend or white wife? Now you start to get to the root of why he wants God to love everybody. Because now it's going to come to light. You understand? That he don't want to what? Obey the law of what? On marriage. Where the Lord is against interracial marriage. Interracial marriage, according to the Bible, is a sin. Read on.
Come on. This is the book of John, chapter 3, and verse 21. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light.
Right? Any more?
That his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in God.
You understand? Like you have, you know what I mean? You have a, like, you know what I mean? Remember that all get pointed head Akim Akwath. You don't have the luxury of doing what these brothers and sisters in the world doing. You do not. You understand? You do not. You're gonna have to stay in this light. And you're gonna have to pass this light on.
So
You understand? Come on.
So like it's deep what you're saying. Because you know, I of course I got my family in the world, and right now it's the holiday season, and you know they want to post gifts and Christmas trees and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Of course I go in there and I'm like, you know, this pagan, you know. But like I said, everybody in the chat starts saying, don't do this, don't say, don't, oh no, we don't, oh my, and then like I said, you know, I ain't been with them in a while, but they always like, we miss you, we want to see you, but I'm like, bro, you not, because you understand, like, what you doing is pagan, and it's not real,
Yeah.
and you know it, but instead of getting out of that mode, you rather do it and say, oh, it's for the kids, or you know what I'm saying, so it's really deep.
Yep.
And that's just like I said, this is something I dealt with today. I done put myself out the chat. Cause I'm like, y'all will see me later on. You want to, and then go right into the new year, and then they just keep going with the nonsense and act like it's real when it's not, and they stay in that darkness. And even though they
Put the mic close to your mouth.
Salakia King.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But yeah, and like you said, they just continuously fall into that hole of, oh, we're just gonna follow tradition instead of the Lord, and they love that darkness rather than that light. And it don't matter what you say; it doesn't matter if it's true. They decide that that's what they want to do because that's just how they feel, or for the kids, or for any stupid reason. But like I said, I tell them in the chat, why don't you save that money? You understand? And really start a small business. Let's get something that we can actually build off of instead of just propagating in society. But like I said, when you start talking like that in the family chat, it don't turn out good. You understand? So I had to, like I said, every year it'd be the same stuff. Hey, we want to see you, and I'm like, okay, we got the Feast of Dedication coming up. How about that?
That's right.
But that's when you start getting into the truth and the light. They don't want that. You understand? They love that. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. That's right. That's why Christ said you're going to have a new what? You're coming here and have a new family. Who's your mother? Who's your father? Them that do the will of my Father. Now you come in here, you're going to get a brand new family. You understand? You understand? You finished with that? You read verse 33 already?
Oh, you mean in
Exodus. I mean in Numbers. Yeah, read 33. And it's a good part in that story also too. To understand who the Lord's reputation. Come on.
The book of Numbers 16 and 33. They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit.
So you can imagine all the yells that was taking place, right? All the screams that was taking place. Read on.
And the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation.
Yeah, the Lord made an example of them. Read on.
Verse 34. And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them. For they said, lest the earth swallow us up also.
You understand? That's your people. That's how hard-headed we are. We hard-headed to the point where we have to see the earth swallow up some people. And then we understand the Lord mean business. Read on.
Verse 35. And there came out of a fire from the Lord, and there came out a fire from the Lord and consumed the 250 men that offered incense.
Read on.
Verse 36. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, 37, speak unto Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, that he take up the censers out of the burning, and scatter thou the fire yonder, for they are hallowed.
What is hallowed? Understand the Lord. Akim. That's something will free your mind up. Understand him. Understand he's not a mother. He's a father. He's a man of war. You understand? What is hallowed?
So like it said, a priesthood?
The what?
Okay. So the censers are mentioned here, right?
So what is hallowed? Understand the Lord, Akim. He'll free up. Come on.
So like yes, sir. Is it the censer?
Yes.
Come on.
You understand? Those jackets in the back of you, Akim, those jackets that's hanging up, those are hollowed. You leave out of here, you can leave, but that jacket stays. You understand? Worthy men are going to put those things on. The Lord told who Eliezer, go get them censers. That's hallowed, not ashes to ashes. They're done. You understand? The Lord don't play around. That's why the Christian church, they do not understand the Lord. They think the Lord is all love. Yeah, the Lord loved them censers. He loved them to the point where he said they were what? Hallowed. Read on.
Verse 38. The censers of these sinners against their own souls, let them make them broad plates for a covering of the altar.
You understand? Now the Lord put them censers to another purpose. You understand? Like you don't want to play the Lord out. You come in here and get an oil upon your head. You know what I mean? You come in here and you trying to be, you know what I mean, a student trying to become a trooper, trying to become a sister in here. You better take that walk of life serious. I know that you shouldn't play with it. You understand? You want to play with it. P. Diddy played with it. Your Christian pastor played with it. What's his name? Eddie Long played with it. You understand? And he got what came his way. All right. Any more? You good there?
That's it on that, sir.
Okay. Let me just get maybe a couple of scriptures, right? I know the brother, so like about that brother. I think what's his name? Get the brother name. Something 144. Light work 144. All right. All right. Give me where it's I think it's in Revelation. All right, give me it's in Revelation, I think 22, and I think 1. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Salaki, sir.
Uh-huh.
It's the book of Revelations 22 and 1.
Mm-hmm. Where's it for I think it'll say Alpha and the Omega, beginning and the end. Is it there?
Okay, 13. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 22, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
I am Alpha and Omega,
Mm-hmm.
the beginning and the end, the
Mhm.
first and the last,
The first and the what?
and the last.
And the last. First and the last. You understand? For you to understand Christ is Adam, Isaac, and Solomon, what you have to understand first. What do you have to understand first? Come on.
Can you repeat that, sir?
I say for you to understand Christ is Adam, Christ is Isaac, and Christ is Solomon. Right? What do you have to understand? Come on.
The reincarnation.
Yes, you have to understand reincarnation. You have to know the Bible speaks about it. You understand? If you do not understand reincarnation, then what I'm saying right now would just be going in one ears and coming out the other. You understand? Right? You have to understand it. And the Bible speaks about it. Give me Ecclesiastes, I think is what? 1 and what, 6 or 7? Give me Ecclesiastes. Right? Somebody give me Ecclesiastes. Who was reading? Yasaka. Read that one more time.
Salakia, Captain, the Revelation 22.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You stay with me. Somebody pull the other precept axle.
Khan, sir. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 22 and verse 13. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last.
The first and the what?
And the last.
You understand? Christ was Adam. You understand? Adam is Christ reincarnated. Right? Who has Ecclesiastes? 1.
Slack sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
One generation passeth away,
Mm-hmm.
and another generation cometh.
Right. So this is a cycle. Right? One generation pass, another coming. And a generation is approximately what? About 40 years. All right, read on.
But the earth
Salaki, sir, before I read, his mic is low.
forever.
Salaki, Yaniza, get closer to the mic.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. But the earth abideth forever.
The earth is going to be here forever. So you're watching Steven, it was Steven Spielberg, no, what, Spielberg, what's the movie, my name? It's Steven Spielberg. You watching all these so-called small hats Hollywood movies showing you the end of the world type movies. The earth is going to be here forever. It's going to be here. You understand? Read on.
Khan, verse 5. The sun also ariseth,
Mhm.
and the sun goeth down.
So again, the sun rise, sun go down, and guess what happened? Read on.
And hasteth to his place where he rose.
Where he rose. Read on.
Verse 6. The wind goeth towards the south, and turneth about unto the north.
So tell you about that wind. That wind moving from north, coming to west, right? South, east, back to what? North. A cycle. You understand? Cycle. That same wind coming. You think it's a different wind? It's the same. It's a cycle. Skip me down to I think to verse 16.
Verse 16. I communed with mine own heart, saying.
Go ahead. Let me hear that one. Verse 9.
Verse 9, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
There's no new thing under the sun. None whatsoever. I mean, we say there's a newborn, but this child was here already. Remember, King David said what? My Lord, sit thou at my what? At my right hand, until I make thy enemies a what? A footstool. And Christ was saying, why does David call his son his Lord? Christ was trying to teach what? Reincarnation. He's trying to teach it throughout the Bible. You understand? If reincarnation was not real, then what we would call the Bible?
So like I said, it would not be the truth.
Well, yeah, but what would we have to call the Bible? If reincarnation wasn't real.
Salakia, Captain.
A
fable, a sewer saying.
It'll be the Book of the Dead.
Book of the Dead.
Because we read about dead man. But Christ had to come out and say what? What Christ said. What Christ said about the dead. God is not the God of the dead, but the God of the what?
But the living.
Yeah, God of the living. You understand? Reincarnation is real.
So like
you understand? Like go ahead.
Matthews 1:1.
Go ahead.
The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham.
Right. Which gives you what? That he is what? Solomon and who?
Isaac.
And Isaac. Yeah.
Abraham begot Isaac. That's the next verse.
Yes. Which lets you know reincarnation is real. And Christians, you all don't know how, the oppressor don't cheat you out, of your, of your custom, this truth. Don't cheat you out of it. You think, life is just, you just live it, you die and you float off into some heaven or hell. Mm-mm. Life had to be a little more than that. Had to be a little more than that. I see these, you know what I mean, these oppressors enjoying life. You should see some of these houses. I should have to have one come on here, call in here and tell me them type of houses he been seeing. You know what I mean, in the wilderness. You understand? Because these oppressors enjoying life. Like if you were to really see how much they enjoying life, Ark, we'll wake up. Some of us will wake up. Some of us will be like, yo, hold up now. They're not waiting to die to go to heaven to enjoy life. They're enjoying it right here. While I had to work 2 jobs, you understand? My boss on you know what I mean, on me about, you know what I mean, about the work I'm doing. I can't see my kids. By the time I come home, they're in bed. Can't spend time with them because I had a hustle. You understand? Like the church done steal, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The truth from us out. And take it from the brothers and sisters who's sitting in there. You know what I mean? But thanks be to, you know what I mean, Lord, for coming and join your hand on your brothers. You're going to go out every Saturday, every day to try and win your brothers and sisters back and show them we can have it here right now. We can have the kingdom of heaven here right now. And when we die, we're going to come back and meet it. We ain't going to no heaven and no hell. What garbage is that? You talk about heaven and hell. And some of you are afraid.
Salakia.
Come on.
It's heavy what you're saying because I cleaned the biggest house I ever had to clean for a job. It was a preacher. It was a preacher, and he had a mega church or something like that. The biggest house I've ever cleaned, ever like to date. You know, I don't clean the houses no more like that, but I would. That was, it's heavy what you're saying. They live in that lifestyle right now.
Yeah. But me and you had to go jump on the bus. Yeah, I mean, fight to get a mechanic that we could trust. You understand? Fight to get a mechanic that we could trust. But they live in it. You know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna leave him there with that for now. All right, I know we up on the time. With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to. Come on.
One quick question, if I could, sir.
Come on.
Mark 4:32.
Mark 4:32. Come on.
Mark 4:32. I just need to understand, like, okay, let me get there. 4:32. It says, but when it is sown, it groweth up and becometh greater than all the herbs, and shooteth out great branches. This is the part I need to understand, so that the fowls of the air may lodge under the shadow of it. So I need to know what the fowls of the air represents.
I'm gonna get that for you, Yana, sir. So add that tape. I'm gonna get it for you, right?
Sir. I'm gonna type it to you, sir.
Yeah, text it to me.
Text it to you. Okay.
Yeah. Annabelle. All right. With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to priest and officer. Well, give it to who's the God for you tonight? Yaniza.
I am, sir.
All right, so I'm gonna pass the class over to priest and officer Yaniza.
The water, sir. Men of Israel, I imagine. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute unto the teacher. Men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Bashem
Yahshua Brakathum.
Yadimata, men of Israel, Sar, turn and face the sisters. Sisters, I imagine. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak.
Yahweh Shema
Shema Ba'ashem Shai.
Yajimatah Yashab, which means to be seated. Security announcements. We are the Isupk, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. New rules for our brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3 verses 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew and is pronounced Ma'asharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation this Sunday, December 14th, everywhere in Israel, the UPK will be celebrating the Feast of Hanukkah, the dedication, right? This is a 2-hour class. We'll have food and a feast. And for myself personally, this is like one of my favorite feast days, because this is when you're going to learn about the strength of Israel on another level.
That's right.
Remind Akim and Akwatium to check on social media, such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on, for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. With that, shalom. Class dismissed.